Welcome to Billion Dollar Marketing Secrets Over Coffee with Biz Coach Steve Feld. Biz Coach Steve interviews fellow successful business owners about the strategies they have used to grow their businesses, and in turn, you can use them to help you navigate your business towards success. Ready to learn strategies to grow your business with less stress and build a long-term sustainable business to exceed your personal and business financial goals to build the business of your dreams? Well, you have come to the right place. Please welcome Biz Coach Steve Feld.
Well, welcome to another great episode of the Billion Dollar Marketing Show. Today, we have another great guest for you. We have Christie Ruffino. Now, Christie, she is entrepreneurs hire her to build a seven-figure legacy business because they're sick and tired of inconsistent cash flow and not having the impact they desire. So she helps them enroll more clients with ease with a signature offer that sells itself. How great is that? And then massively scales by leveraging the power of a great done for them authority book. Bottom line, she helps them build a seven-figure business in 2 years or less, guaranteed with her pay-as-you-go program. Welcome, Christie.
Hey, Steve. I am excited to be on the show with you today.
I am so excited to have you. And a lot of listeners don't know that, we're in the world of virtual, where I'm in Arizona. I believe you're in Florida, if I remember correctly. We live through each other vicariously through Facebook. But we have known each other for quite some time, and we actually met each other at a mastermind group in Cabo, which was, I want to say, a phenomenal experience.
It definitely was.
So first question I got to ask, that was a lot in your intro. It's like, tell us a little bit about your business and your journey to get here.
Yeah, well, I did not have just a straight path to get here, which I know is pretty typical with this entrepreneurial journey, but I was the person that was behind the scenes. I had a women's networking organization. I did everything I could to have my clients be successful, to get them more business and get them in front of people. And then I started a publishing company. It was about getting other people visibility and getting them super well known and get them to be published authors. And I was so comfortable behind the scenes. But now I've kind of stepped into the front and center role, which was scary and still is scary at times. But that is what I've determined, or what I've learned is the best way for me to actually help people.
Excellent. You just brought up, a great point, because I've been there as well.
Yeah.
It's showing your true authority, because we're givers.
Yes.
And we forget about us sometimes. As entrepreneurs, you care so much about your craft.
Yes.
How difficult was it to kind of break out? Because I know how difficult it was for me as well.
Yeah, it's been a journey, and I continue to kind of go back to my safe space. I love nothing better than to dive into my CRM and build funnels and landing pages and automations and like all of the things that I know how to do really well. But then I keep remaining this best kept secret. And so I keep pushing myself, and I've got goals now. I always had goals, but I have bigger goals now as far as how many stages I want to speak on this year. And I made a decision to do my own in-person live event. So I am pushing myself, but then again, I go back to that comfort zone now and then and do what feels good to me and what I feel is safe.
I think that's true with most entrepreneurs. We love
Yes.
doing what we do. We really do avoid, sometimes some of us don't want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So when you're working with a client, you're growing their business, getting
Yeah.
into that, the seven figures there in 2 years. It's like, how do you help them get over that hump, if you will? Because it's more of a mindset than a procedural.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset, which is honestly why I had to force myself to do it, because I can't expect them to do what I tell them to do if I'm not doing it myself. So I've learned that the biggest thing I could do to help them is to go out there and be a leader and to do it and to share how difficult it is and, the transparency around my journey, but also then take what I've learned and then now be able to share that with them to help them get out in front of the stages and get in front of more and more people. So yeah, I can't expect my clients to do it if I'm not going to do it myself.
I agree. And now, did you do it all by yourself, or do you have a little bit of help and encouragement along the way?
Yeah, I, I do a lot by myself. Like I'm very motivated, but I also know that that is not the way to execute something that we know we struggle with because we're always going to go back to our safe zone. We're always going to go back to staying in the goals that we feel comfortable with as opposed to bigger, scarier goals. And so, no, I have a coach. I always will have a coach. I've got a couple people that are supporting me, a mentor or coach, and a couple masterminds. And that is what I need. I mean, I need that not only to be accountable, but to help guide me in the right direction. Because there are people that have done certain things that I still haven't done yet. And why should I try to figure it out when I could find out from them the fastest path to get what I need?
Isn't it funny that learning from someone else who's been there, done it, through the mistakes and learn through the failures can really help you?
Of course.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Of course. Of course. Why should we have the same failures that they had when we could learn from them?
Exactly. And you mentioned that you're thinking about, coming into live events, which I love live events too. Virtual, we all had to do that
Yeah.
shift
Yeah.
through the COVID years, I'm saying, but it started becoming a norm. And now I'm noticing conferences are coming back, virtual events
Yes.
are coming back. How has it been building that up? And what do we expect from you in the near future on it?
Yeah. Well, so I'm doing a live 3-day virtual event in December, and then a live in person and virtual event in the spring. So I'm building up. This is my first 3-day event, which that alone is a big feat to overtake. Or at least for me, I'm way out of my comfort zone. So I feel comfortable doing the 3-day virtual event. And then the second step will be the live event. And I will tell you, I've said for years, I'm not a speaker. I'm never going to do it. We'll never do a 3-day event. And so just the fact of me saying yes to do a live 3-day virtual event is still a huge, huge, and it's less risk financially as well for the first one. I don't have to focus on having 300 people register. I can have 100 people register and still have an amazing event.
Absolutely. And let's talk about some of the programs. How do I'm looking, I want to grow. Where do I start? I've come across you. How do you help me? How do we get there?
Are you referring to my
Your
programs?
programs, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, great. So I have over the years created a lot of different how-to journeys for people, whether it's a free lead magnet that goes into detail on certain things, or a course, or a small program. And what I've done is I've kind of put all of that to the side because the ascension model is what we're taught. Most people are taught that by, start with a lead magnet and then a tripwire and then sell them into a little course and then upsell them into this. And you keep trying to push people up this ascension ladder, which is really hard and not as honestly financially rewarding because it's so much work just to get it's the same amount of work to get a high ticket client as it is a low ticket client as far as all of the logistics. The psychology around the strategy is different, but it's still the same process in a sense. And so I kind of have one program and that's all I focus on. Now my program is broken up into different stages, so there are times I'll implement certain stages with people, but it's all the same thing. And my core belief is having a book is an amazing part of becoming an entrepreneur. I know you have 20, I think 20, you said, right?
20. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went on Amazon. I have 19, so I'm one behind you, but my next one's going to be out shortly. I'm going to have 2 out before the end of the year. So you better catch back up with me here, Steve.
We need a long weekend. I'll knock that thing out.
You will. Um, So having a book is critical, right? But
Yes.
so many entrepreneurs do the book prematurely or they do the wrong book. And so what we do with our clients is help them determine what their high ticket program is first. What is that one signature core program that they want to become known as the go-to person in that space? uh, Create that program, fill that program, get your founder circle people in there, test it, try it, adjust it, make changes, and then get your case studies. Then take those modules that you create, the process that you've refined, the success stories from your clients, use that to create your signature book. And so now you've got a book that's along the same line as your high ticket program. And when you promote that book, you're attracting the people that like that topic and they may want to do it on their own with the book, but if they want help, now they can go to you for the next step to now take it up a notch and get those results faster.
Oh, absolutely. You were absolutely right. A lot of people throw out a book and it's like my life journey.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, well, how does that help, the next person?
Right. What's in it for them?
That's it. And it's a disconnect. And I know you've written books like helping people go from A to B to C, and come on, people, let's go.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And
We
I
have to
fully
create
believe in
value
that.
for the reader.
Right. Because we're thinking with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And our stories are important. Like I've been
right.
helping people define their stories for years, and it's a very valuable lesson that you can share with somebody through your story. But what are the lessons in that story? People don't want to just read about you for the sake of reading about you.
Mhm.
They want to have your story relative to them on their journey. They want to know that your lessons can help them with their lessons. And like we said
Yeah.
earlier, why not learn from other people's mistakes? And so if we can share our mistakes and the success steps that we took to get to the other side of that difficult situation, now that's what makes a good book.
I agree. About a month ago, someone goes, I'm writing a book. I'm like, what about? He goes, my life journey and all this. And
Yeah.
this guy's been through hell and back, and
Yeah.
he's been very successful. And I'm like, so why would I want to read it?
Right. Right.
And I felt like I just punched him.
Right.
And I go, wait, take the story. Give me one chapter, one story, but
Hmm.
then put a lesson and give it a something hook to it. Like, how can this apply to you? Let's write it
Yes.
out. Give them
Yes.
an actionable item. And
For
then he was
sure.
like, well, that sounds kind of stupid. And I'm like, then why would someone read your book?
Right. Well, right. I mean, we all have incredible stories in some way, shape, or
Right.
form, right? And all of those all of those parts of that journey are important to us, but they're not necessarily important to other people.
Right.
Maybe your family. It's a great book to have to leave a legacy and for your future generations to know about you, but the average person doesn't necessarily care about your battle with cancer unless you can share how that journey got you to survive that ordeal and then give the reader tips to help them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know we know a lot of the people in the same circle. And I
Yep.
know one of the people, they were a coach, and they said, okay, let's hear your story. And I tell them my story. They go, well, that's pretty, horrible.
Yeah.
What was the result and how did it overcome? And I told them, and they go, how can someone learn from that? And I just routed it off. They go, where does that say anything like that in any of your materials? And I'm just like, holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I do training a lot on story, and the first thing I say is nobody wants to hear your story. Nobody
Right.
wants to hear your story. What they want to hear is how your story can help them make their story better.
Exactly. Couldn't agree
Yeah.
with you more. So I know you have a lot of things going on right now. What do you have coming up next that you'd like to let everyone know about?
Oh, yeah. So my business partner and myself do a workshop, a deep dive 4-hour workshop every other month. So we have one coming up in September and then probably one in February or March. And then my 3-day live event is going to be happening in early December. So I'm super excited about both of them. My workshop is called the 7-Figure Book Launch Workshop. And that is really going to give the people that come to that the step-by-step process to create a high-ticket program, fill their founder circle, and launch a strategic philanthropy book launch that will help your book get out in a big way. And then the 3-day event is going to be called Impact and Legacy Live. And it is a 3-day journey to help you define your legacy and make money by serving more people in a bigger way.
Oh, those sound fantastic and great titles too.
Yeah.
And folks, let you know right now, we will have all her information down in the show notes. So please follow her. So when these events come online and they're right up your alley, which probably a lot of it is for many people, hop into the event. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot. I mean, we were just recently in an event together and it started at 3 a.m. my time. And guess what? I was there 3 a.m. all the time, ready to go, none of that. And I was energized. I got to reconnect with so many people, but I learned so much and make so many great connections. So folks, take advantage of these kind of offers. Please do. Any last words that you'd like to let everyone know about?
You know what? All I just want to say is if you are an entrepreneur and you feel passionately about what you're doing, don't give up. Get mentorship, get coaching, so you are taking the right steps and in the right order, but don't give up, because if you believe this is what you were created to do, it will happen. And you just have to stay. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Exactly.
But it's not, but it is definitely worth it.
So true. It's the whole 3 feet from gold theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on going. Come
Yeah.
on, folks, but get the help.
Yes. Well, that's the key. Yeah.
We've all learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
So learn from our mistakes.
Yes. Don't stay in insanity by doing the same thing and expecting different results. When you get to the point where you've tried it and it's not working like you want it to, then find somebody that's going to help you make it happen.
It's so true. It's like my trainer says in the gym, if you're not feeling achy the next day, I didn't do my job.
That's true. That's true.
And I wonder why I keep going back. I don't know. I just want to say thank you so much for being our guest today.
Well, thank you, Steve, for having me. It was a lot of fun. It was great reconnecting.
Absolutely. And folks, like I said, we'll have all Christie's information in the show notes for whatever platform you are listening to us on. Please reach out to her if this is right up your alley. And folks, you don't have a book, I think we are talking to an expert who can definitely help you out on that. So please look into it. Just want to say thank you again. And I wish everyone out there much business success.
We hope you liked today's guest on $1 Billion Marketing Secrets Over Coffee. If you'd like to see how much hidden revenue we can uncover for you, well, click on the link in the show notes to speak with Steve. Mention the podcast when you book the meeting. You will receive a special gift. Make sure to like this episode and subscribe to this podcast to hear other great proven business leaders share their strategies to help you grow your business.